Good day everyone, and thank you for joining us on our weekly focus on forex pairs. I'll be doing 4 forex pairs for you. I'll be doing the USDJPY, EURUSD, and the GBPJPY and the EURJPY. So let's go ahead with the USDJPY. So what I'm seeing at the moment with the USDJPY is the trend is up. So we might be at the beginning of an impulse of wave 3. So when you look at it this way, we've got a wave 1 here, a wave 2, so we are about to have a wave 3 going all the way up. But it seems as if the price previously, like yesterday, it was sitting on the daily support for quite some time. So now it managed to go up, but now it's just hit the channel, the resistance in the channel, in this whole channel that you see now. But my bias is still bullish, even though on the daily chart it seems as if it's bearish and the 4-hour is still bearish, but the weekly chart is actually bullish. So I'm still going with the bullish setup because of the Elliott Wave. It seems as if we are currently on wave 2 on the bigger trend, and we are at the early stages of wave 3 on the bigger trend. So everything looks bullish at the moment. I think I actually posted this the day before yesterday. No, actually it was yesterday. I posted it on our website, the analysis before it even started going up. So you can also check our daily analysis every single day, just to see which pairs for trade ideas, and just to see which pairs you would like to trade for this week. So going forward, so what I'm expecting from USDJPY, I'm expecting it to go up, and it's actually approaching the daily resistance at the moment. The daily resistance is sitting on 111.768 to 111.918. That is a daily resistance. It might actually come down a bit, or it might actually just break it through. And if you get a daily close below the support on USDJPY on the 110.762 to 110.979, this pair might actually go further down. But when I look at this, I noticed that this support here is actually a weekly support. Okay, this is just a normal support. I thought it was a weekly support. Sorry about that. This is the weekly support that I'm talking about. So the USDJPY is trading above the weekly support, and it looks as if it might actually want to go all the way to the monthly support. So we'll have to wait and see. But at the moment, my bias is bullish for USDJPY. So let's move on to the next pair, which is the GBPJPY. It seems as if I'm doing a lot of JPY pairs. Okay, so this is the GBPJPY. What I'm expecting from the GBPJPY is I'm expecting GBPJPY to come down. At the moment, it's sitting on the 4-hour support. This 4-hour support, let me just get the price exactly. So the 4-hour support is between 142.30775 and 142.648. So what I'm expecting to happen here is the GBPJPY will actually go up a bit. It actually has 2 resistance zones above it. This resistance zone is actually a 50% Fibonacci resistance zone, which I got from the weekly time frame. So it might actually go up, and then it might hit here and then come down again. So we might go under a correction for a bit. Let's just say for a couple of days under a correction going up, and then once it reaches wave 2, it's going to start coming down all the way down, and that will be the beginning of wave 3. Which is an impulse, and it's considered as the most extended wave. So we are currently sitting on a 4-hour support, and we looks as if we might actually approach the daily resistance We have a daily resistance. We have a daily resistance right above the weekly support. It's 143.01146. So this is a weekly support. The price is actually trading around the weekly support. So the chances of it actually going up are very, very high. Chances of correction, not of it going up, for correction are very, very high, because it seems as if there's a high confluence zone here. So we might actually come up, and then once we get here, we'll definitely come down. Those are my expectations. So if GBPJPY, if GBPJPY closes above the 50% Fibonacci resistance zone, this is what you might get. You might actually, if it closes above on a daily chart, so a daily close above it will actually expose GBPJPY to another area around about 148. If it closes on the daily time frame, if it closes above, then it might actually come down. But at the moment, I'm still going for a bearish. My bias is bearish. I'm still going for the bears at the moment. So good. So we're going to the EURJPY. Let me just do that. EURJPY, what's my take on EURJPY? EURJPY, I'm saying it is bullish, but we might actually first go under a correction, and then we'll complete wave C. This is the correction that I'm expecting. I'm expecting EURJPY just to go up a bit, and then once it finished going up, that will mean it's complete wave B. Once it completes wave B, I'm expecting it to complete once wave B, wave C will complete round about there in this area here, which is 127.180 to 126.179908. So when I'm looking at it, the overall trend is actually up. The overall trend is actually up, but we are currently on the correction phase on the higher time frame. So this is actually a correction. This whole area here is a correction. So this is what I'm expecting from EURJPY. Let me just mark it with some arrows so that you could actually see what I'm expecting. It might actually go a bit further down on this support, on the 4-hour support, because it hasn't really touched it in the 4-hour support zone. It hasn't actually touched it. So that might happen. So this is what I'm expecting. This will come down like that, and then after that, we might get a huge impulse, bullish impulse going all the way up. So that is what I'm expecting from the EURJPY. It will approach, it seems as if it will approach the monthly support at 127.99828. Alrighty, so now let's go to EURUSD. EURUSD, I was still waiting for it to actually go. I was planning on selling it. I think the price was run about here. It was still going up, but I was planning on selling it. But I just noticed that it wasn't the right time to sell it, so I didn't sell all of this. I normally sell on a zigzag. So on a higher time frame, it was actually a wave 4. All of this was a wave 4. And we could be at the beginning of wave 5 going all the way down. But on a smaller time frame, we are actually on wave 5 of wave 1. So this is wave 1. It just requires it to complete in this area here on the weekly support. It's 1.15035. After we get there, we might actually have a push, just a bit of a push to create wave 2. Once wave 2 is created, then we're going to have a huge impulse going all the way down. So what I'm expecting from this trade is EURUSD coming down. Obviously, some of you will say, okay, if I'm saying this, it basically means that it might actually form a head and shoulders, which this is a head and this is a left shoulder and this would be a right shoulder, which is going to be wave 2. And then after that, it's going to come all the way down. So like I said before, I do not trade wave 1. I normally trade wave 2. Wave 3. So I'm gonna wait for it to come up, bounce on the resistance zone, and then come down. Once it starts to come down, I just have to go through some few confirmations before I actually come down. So that is what I'm expecting from Euro USD. Alright guys, thank you for joining me. So I'll see you next time on our next weekly forecast on forex space. Thanks a lot for joining us.